What's up, fam? This your boy Cut to the Chase TV. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and be sure to share this video. I got some news for you Negroes today. OTF Vonni dad has become an internet sensation, and it's all for the wrong reasons. He's doing interviews with bloggers, he's releasing personal text messages, and he even went as far as to implicate his son in high-profile murders and then blaming Lil Durk as the money man. Now, once this story went viral, everybody reacted to it, everybody did their research, everybody gave their opinion. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting back saying, this sounds like some bullshit. I don't believe OTF Vonni daddy for one bit. I think the nigga is clout chasing. Cause look at it from this perspective. Your son is on a case with a high profile rapper named Lil Durk. He's fighting for his life right now. Why the hell would you be on the internet doing interviews, releasing text messages, implicating him in more body? What good does that do? Now I get what everybody else is saying. Everybody's running with the narrative. Lil Durk had King Von killed. Lil Durk had Lil Pop killed to cover it up. But what sense does that make? Because the more I hear OTF Vonni dad talk, I get a little crackheadish vibes from him. I'm just being real. He got some substance abuse issues. Let's think logic. I'm going to read you these text messages he released, and then I'm going to play his interview, and we going to come back and break it down because we got to get to the bottom of it. Let's go right now. Boom! Here's the text messages that OTF Vonni dad released. This is what it said. The first message is from Vonni. This my jail number. If you need to get in contact, send a message here. Call you this week, just not able to get everything on point. Love you. His dad replies, it's all good. Do you have the situation under control? OTF Vonni responds, yeah, I'm trying to plea out to a 32, which is the base for murder. Max is 43, which is life. You get -2 points for plea. You get 1 point for early plea. You get 2 points for no background. 27 is 5 to 7 years. Hopefully it's better than that. I can't go to trial. They might give me an elbow like they did the rest of them. So that's what OTF Vonni dad released. He said this is proof that my son is snitching. This is proof that my son is working with them people and he finna cop out. But let's continue reading. Then his dad responds, you got it under control. If you take a plea, everyone else has to take a plea because you're accepting responsibility, meaning you're telling what your role was in it. But you can't come home tomorrow if you let them know about Von, and you have my full support. So his dad is encouraging him to tell. His dad is saying, fuck that 32-year-old plea deal. If you tell him about Von, you can come home tomorrow. And that is very interesting. Because I want to know, what do OTF Vonni know about Von that he can tell the feds that they're going to release him tomorrow? Is his dad talking about murders? Is his dad talking about drug crimes? I really want to know what type of information that Vonni has. Because let's be honest. Lil Durk's side of the family came out and they roasted Vonni about a week ago. They called him a snitch. They called him a rat. They put the rat emoji over his face on pictures. They was giving them hell. So it's clear that OTF Vonni knows some information. Because I'm going to be real with you. Anytime you find a murder, it ain't even went to trial yet, and your side of the family is calling your co-defendant a snitch, they putting rat emojis on his pictures, that don't really look good to the public. That don't really sound like an innocent man, because Lil Durk is pleading not guilty. He's saying what the feds accusing me of, I had no part in. But your family is calling your co-defendant a rat. Your family is calling your co-defendant a snitch. And I'm looking at OTF Vonni. I'm going to say what I always say. If it's true that he was the mastermind behind Lil Pop murder, Durk deserves everything he get. Because I'm looking at Vonni, it don't really seem like he built for it. He looked like a manager at Best Buy, a Pizza Hut delivery driver. He don't really look like no cold-blooded killer. He don't really look like a man that's willing to spend the rest of his life in jail for a body. He looked like the type that's going to take a plea deal. I'm just being real with you. So his dad released those text messages, and those are legit. That's bad news for Durk. Because we got on Gunna when he took that plea. When Gunna was in that courtroom, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that shit went viral. Everybody was like, Gunna a rat. He took a plea deal. So we got to say the same thing about Vonni. And if he takes a plea deal, he's admitting to his role in the murder, meaning he might have to testify against Lil Durk. He might have to tell Lil Durk role in the murder if he did play a part in it. So this is just bad news. So I see why Lil Durk family is panicking right now. I see why they paranoid. I see why they trying to intimidate the witness. They like, man, Lil Durk is fighting for his life. We got word that his co-defendant is finna take a plea deal. Oh, hell no. We gotta get him in public. So that's what they saying. But anyway, guys, I'm finna play you guys OTF Vonni Dad interview, and we're gonna listen to it, and we're gonna break it down some more. Let's go, because it do get crazier.
That was, the text message was like from November, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did he decide to take your advice, or you don't know?
I don't know. He ain't take my advice. He ain't respond no back to me because this is on a tablet. He on a jail tablet when I sent that to him. He ain't respond nothing else to him. I told you he can't take my advice because they playing. They made themselves get caught. This is what come along with it. They wanted to get caught. You understand me?
So, that's what you meant by trenches paint. Okay.
What you mean trenches what?
Was it you that said that? With the whole narrative about Vonni snitching with the text messages? Like, that's...
Yeah. I don't know who said that, but that was me.
But that was the focus. Everybody was trying to make it seem like that's what the text messages was about.
That's just saying what he finna cop out to and this, that, and other. And with me saying Vaughn, some people like, man, what, he gonna tell on some murders on Vaughn?
I ain't gonna lie. I said that in my video. I'm intrigued to know what the Vaughn name was for.
No. He ain't gonna tell on no murders on Vaughn. You gonna tell that just like you orchestrated Lil Pab murder, you orchestrated this murder, and guess who you work for?
You hear that? He's saying Vonni, his own son, orchestrated the murder of King Von and the murder of Lil Pop. Now, when you hear that sound clip, it sounds credible. It sounds like he might be on to something. But the interview is longer than this, and the more OTF Vonni Dad speaks, you will know that he's bullshitting. You'll know that he's a clout chaser. You'll know that he's a smoker. He started talking about the Illuminati. And once you do that, I can't really believe nothing else you say. Because right now, you got to look at it from his perspective. I get an interview with a blogger. Everybody's talking about me. And nobody has proof that this is even OTF Vonni Dad. He says he's his dad. But what proof do you have? Do you have pictures with OTF Vonni? Can you prove that you were his daddy? Because I'm not going to run with the narrative that OTF Vonni Dad is on the internet with this foolishness. I'm not. You get what I'm saying? It's good for the press. It's good to speculate. But I don't think for 1 second that OTF Vonni orchestrated the King Von hit. Because look how the King Von hit went down. King Von was at an album release party. He was celebrating his debut album. He spotted Quando Rondo in the parking lot. He ran over to Quando Rondo. He punched him in the face. Quando Rondo fell. He was hitting him. I mean, he beat Quando Rondo like a battered woman. O-Block surrounded Quando Rondo. Lil Tim hopped out the car. He started blicking King Von in the back. All hell broke loose. King Von dies. And that's when Lil Durk life went downhill. Because I could tell Lil Durk wasn't really happy. I could tell that it was really bothering him. Every time Lil Durk went on Instagram Live, every time he released a new music video, he would get spammed with comments saying, slide for Von. Slide for Von. You on that gangster shit while you ain't slide for Von. And I think Lil Durk was tricked off his spot. Because I think Lil Durk actually thought he was responsible for sliding for Von, which he really wasn't. Look at it like this. Lil Durk gave King Von a record deal. He put him on some big records, put some money in his pocket, changed his life forever. King Von chose to hit Quando Rondo. What the hell they got to do with Lil Durk? And I always said Lil Durk moved totally wrong. Once King Von died, Lil Durk should have came out and said, King Von was my homie, he was my brother, but he died on some goofy shit. He hit a lane and got taken out. I can't avenge that. I gotta take care of my family. I gotta provide this music for my fans. I'm just trying to keep my head clear. But no, it seemed like Lil Durk turned up more. It seemed like he became worse. It seemed like he became addicted and obsessed with letting everybody know how big of a gangster he was. He became obsessed with letting everybody know, I'm a real thug. I got my get back. My brother killer, he ain't breathing. Keep on killer, we on his ass. He was doing all that type of stuff. So I blame Lil Durk for it because he didn't keep a level head. God blessed him with the talent. God blessed him with the notoriety. God allowed him to make life-changing money to put his family set up for life. And you throw it all away to avenge King Von's death. I hate it happened that way, but that's just the way it looks. So yeah, man, this story is skeptical. I'm not buying what OTF Vonni dad is saying. I think it's some bullshit. I think a lot of people just running with the story because they know y'all gonna believe it. If y'all believe this man, you crazy as hell. How you respond to this video is gonna let me know how smart you is. Cause if you comment on this video, hey cut, yeah, Vonni dad was telling the truth. Vonni set up King Vonni and he set up a little pod to cover it up. I'm like, bro, it's very simple. King Von hit Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo homie Lil Tim defended him. Killed King Von. Lil Durk was mad about it. Him and OTF members traveled to LA and they tried to take out Quando Rondo, but allegedly accidentally hit his cousin Lil Pop, and that's why we here right now. That's it. It's just that simple. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts about this whole situation. I want to know how you guys feel about it. Leave a comment. Share this video. I love you guys. Peace.